What's up, everybody? It's Eric from Dark Matter X, and if you're watching this video, you know what time it is. It's time to do this giveaway. I got a DM2 shifter, pulled this right off the assembly line, just to give you a little glimpse of what could be yours. Either the DM2 Ultimate Shift Kit or the DM1 Ultimate Shift Kit, or if you have an older model Subaru and you want a different shift kit, that's fine too. We're going to hook it up. But before we get started, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about the entries in the giveaway. The giveaway was free. Anyone could enter. We ran it for over a month, and we got a lot of entries. Thousands of people entered this giveaway, which is insane. In the past, we've done giveaways that were ran a little bit different. They weren't just a free giveaway. You know, it was a more traditional one where you buy, you get an entry, and then we announced the winner, right? But we didn't have thousands. So this was a lot different, just kind of widening the scope of who could enter. And as the entries were coming in, I would read the entries, like the reasons why people were entering. That was one of the field forms. And you'd get people who enter because they just want something for free, right? Great. Sure. And then you get people that enter because they want to upgrade their shifter. Maybe they have a problem with their shifter, or the shifter's just something they can't normally afford, right? They want to enter and try and shoot their shot at winning the shifter, right? So there's other people who entered, who entered because they wanted to win this for somebody else. And I didn't really expect that at first. And there was one entry in particular that I want to read to you guys that really touched me to do something a little special. So their reason for entering under here, I'm not going to tell you who said it, but their reason was, it's extremely important to me to win this kit for my husband. We have gone through hell the last couple years trying to survive and make it through life with us and our 6 daughters. That's insane. I have 2 daughters and they're already crazy, but 6, that's, can't even imagine. My husband works extremely hard to take care of our family and is the only one who supports us. I'm extremely sick with diabetes and he's been laid off 5 months now. He brought up selling his car a few times, though I know it would kill him inside since he loves his car like another child. Totally understand that. I've refused to let him get rid of his baby and break his spirits. Things are finally turning around, it seems. This would be the perfect gift to him, just so he knows I see him and what he is willing to give up. It would lift my spirit and heart to see his face and the joy this would bring him for his car and knowing he held on and it was worth it. Man, that's a tough one to read. I remember reading that, just kind of perusing through the entries, and I was like, wow, I really hope they win. But I can't rig this. I can't do a rigged giveaway, right? That wouldn't be right. That would be, what kind of integrity would I have if I was removing people's entries, right? Or just rigging it to give it to them. So I decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Unrigged giveaway, which we're going to do right now. And then I've got something planned for after this. This is everybody. This was thousands of people, and we're going to send it. This is the whole list right here. Wheel of names. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Whoops. I think I hit the wrong button. Hit the space bar. There we go. All right. Christopher wrote, you won. Either the DM1 or the DM2. Let's look this guy up and see what kind of car he has and read his reason for why he entered. Christopher wrote. Okay, so Christopher said he's got a Subaru WRX 2008 to 2014, somewhere in that range. And the reason he entered, in desperate need of a new shift setup. Just got my car back on the road after not having it for 2 years. So working on building it where I want it. And this would be a fine addition to my car. Well, Christopher, you're right. It is going to be a fine addition to your car, and you are blessed with a new shift kit. So congratulations, Christopher. Hope you're excited. We'll be emailing you and contacting you here about your new shift kit. If you didn't win, no worries. We do giveaways. This wasn't the only one we did. Like I said, we've done them in the past. We'll keep doing them. I love to give. I love the opportunity to give, and I love to give to others. So there's going to be more. And if you're interested, we are running our Black Friday sale. It happens to be right around that season. It's one of the only sales we run during the year is Black Friday, and we do a crazy discount on our inventory. So we're running a batch of 100 shifters right now, and once those are sold out, that's it. Sales closed. So I want to get back to what I was talking about earlier, the surprise I had planned for this. Basically, my rigged giveaway. That's what I want to do. Reading that entry that we talked about earlier about that family who's struggling and could really use something nice. I decided, I didn't tell anybody about this, but I just decided like when I read that entry that I was going to do a second giveaway. I'm going to give a second giveaway shifter for free. And I went through and I read every single entry. Scrolled through thousands of entries, and it was insane. It was like hurting my head because I was reading so much like out on my computer screen. And I just decided I'm going to find every entry that is somebody saying they want the shift kit for somebody else, or maybe it's like a dad, right? He talks about, a dad talking about he's got a family he's supporting and he would love, something nice that he normally can't afford, right? So I just decided I want to bless one of those people, and make sure, like, guarantee one of those people gets this. And that's what I decided was the right way to do this, was to run an unrigged giveaway and then run a second rigged giveaway with people who I feel like could really just use something nice. So in this giveaway, I'm just going to tell you there's only 27 entries. So if you're in it, you got a pretty high chance. And like I said, I didn't tell anybody I was going to do this. I literally just decided on the spot the other night that I was going to do this. Nobody at Dark Matter X knows I'm doing this. Social media manager doesn't know. I'm just letting you guys know right here, right now. There's 27 people, and this is everybody from people saying, hey, I want this shifter for my husband. He's always talking about this shifter to, hey, our family's really struggling and we would love something nice. My husband's into building cars, yada, yada, yada. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the winner, but I'm not going to read the entry, what they wrote, because some of this stuff is like very personal. And I don't want to put too much out there about people's names and their personal life. I feel like I should sort of maybe not put all that out there. Some of the people are just asking for it for their fiance for Christmas. Hey, my boyfriend, my fiance, my husband, whoever really wants this thing. So this is everybody who I saw that was asking this shifter for somebody else, right? That's it. It was nobody who was asking to use the shifter for themselves. Let's do it. So I've got the list loaded up right here. The 27 people that I picked. There we go. Alright. Let's see who that is. Erick Madero. So, Erick, you won. And I'm just going to look Erick's entry up real quick. If it's not too personal, I want to read it. Okay, I'll just read the first line of this. So Erick said, it would mean the best Christmas gift for my son. That's amazing. I just think takes a lot to be like, I want this for somebody else, right? I love the opportunity to help other people. When I see those opportunities, someone on the side of the road who needs help with their car, right? I love that opportunity to help somebody, because you can't just go out and create that opportunity, right? Not everybody gets that chance. And I saw a chance here, like, with this giveaway. I was like, I could really help somebody get something that couldn't normally get this. And that was really where that was coming from, with doing the second giveaway, sort of on the fly things. So, again, thank you for entering. Everyone who entered, that was amazing. I would say I was pretty successful having thousands of people entered. I didn't expect that. And I also didn't expect to give 2 of these shifters away. So Erick, who won the second one for his son, let's see here, 2015 through 2021 STI. Erick, that's awesome. I hope your son is going to be stoked this Christmas. And I just want to say, too, thank you to the woman who entered that personal stuff about your family, because you were the reason that I did this. So if you're watching, her name was Shauna. Shauna, if you're watching, that was awesome. You guys keep working hard, and things will get better. You just got to be persistent in life with struggle. I've been there too. And struggle's tough. Just got to be persistent. Just keep going. So thank you again so much for everybody who entered, and I'll see you guys on the next video.